Hey, everybody. Excuse my voice.
Everybody, how y'all doing?
Hey, Ernie. G Hud, my Renaissance grandma, Lynette, Miss Lawrence. Hey, Mike.
Y'all welcome in.
Yeah, we're glad to see you all and glad to see you waiting on us. Made us feel sort of important, But as I always say, tonight is the live chat with the OGs. And the reason we do that, the reason we call it live chat with the OGs, is because we do and say what we want to say, because we old like that.
But ain't nothing you gonna do about it.
Ain't nothing you gonna do. Hey, Sassy. But like I said, we're glad to see you coming in. We're gonna wait just a few more minutes, because we got a couple of topics that we're gonna discuss tonight. We're gonna get off the format and get into something that the OGs want to do. And like I said, we do what we want to do because we old like that. And then see, when you get on us and fuss at us, it don't bother us,
Not one bit.
That's right, Cole.
Hey, Sassy, not one bit.
We've been fussed at before, so it really don't make no difference. But hey, G Hud, I see G Hud be out there hard in the garden. That's right, Sassy. That's right.
She cut it short. Yesterday? This morning, she cut it short. It was so hot.
Hey, Miss Norris, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Norris. Happy Mac, how you doing?
Happy Mac, welcome to the house. Welcome to the house. Miss Lawrence is here. Hey, Kay.
Hey, Renee, how you doing? And happy birthday, Kay Renee. Happy birthday.
And my boy Cropper, he's a little bit under the weather, people.
Yeah, he under the weather, buddy. He peeping.
I want y'all to think about him. Oh, David Curry.
Deborah Greer, welcome in.
Hey, Miss Garrett. How you doing? So glad to see all of you. And as my moderators will tell you, that we are very, very glad to see
you. I had a short of a heat stroke.
Yeah, she's quit short of a heat stroke.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
I don't blame you, sis. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I know that's right. Yeah. Hey, sis, how you doing? Good. Great. Look at that, Jen.
She just came from the church.
Gee, Mama.
No, I had started getting comfortable, and then I looked at the clock. I said, "Oh snap! It said 9:59." I was like, I had to put clothes on. I threw a hat on my head. I didn't even put any lipstick on. I was just like, "Hey."
Well, you're looking good, sis. You're looking good. I'm talking about you just come to church. I was going to say you just been out potting. It's come from a potting the way you look.
Hey, either or.
Yeah. Either way, huh?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I'm glad to make it.
Well, we're just waiting a few more minutes anyway, sis, before we kick this thing off, because want to let a few more people get into the house that might want to come in. But I'm glad to see Kay Renee here tonight. Hey, Ernie.
Looking for my glass. All right. So I can see the chat.
Well, I had about 2 different pairs I had to try. One pair wasn't working good enough.
Growing Hustle says she had short of a heat stroke that day. Ooh, she got to be careful with that.
I think she quit short of a heat stroke.
Yeah, she quit short of a heat stroke.
Yeah, because
I know. But I'm just saying, just if it's getting close when it's too hot, you got to learn. Say you don't always have to be out in the sun. That heat can take you out too.
Yeah, you're right about that. I was just telling Jen I went out there just for a short minute today after church, and I tell you what, I broke a sweat and I wasn't out that long. And I was soaking wet when I did come in. G. Hud said Miss Shirley was right. She said she did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
I did.
You got dark here like it was gonna rain.
Uh-oh.
That rain might be hitting you now, Miss Shirley.
She kicked herself off one. I don't know which one it is. But yeah, you're right, Sassy. I just have made up my mind that I'm gonna get what I get. I'm gonna grow what I can grow, and I'm gonna do what I can do, and that's it. I'm not gonna be out there.
That's it.
Trying to do the impossible, you know.
I think I missed 1 or 2 days putting water on my cherry trees, and all the leaves done fell off. I mean, all the flowers done fell off my cherry trees.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing about that is we don't want anybody to be out there and hurt themselves. Hey, Grease, be out there and hurt themselves because a lot of the stuff that we see, and especially when you're looking at these different lives and videos, they showing all this pretty green stuff and all this produce. You know, you can't believe everything you see.
Yeah.
Hey, Maria, how you doing?
But you know, it's funny, when I first started coming on YouTube, I started believing in a lot of that stuff. And then as I stayed on a lot more longer, then it became, all right, this is staged, you know, like everybody sure don't look this neat and always this productive every year. You know, you got good years and you got bad years, you know. So I was like, something ain't right about this.
I'm living proof. I'm living proof of that good years and bad years. I'm living proof of that. Yeah. You're right about that, sis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody out here that had a good year every single year. I mean, you know.
Well, if they
one
do,
year might not be another.
If they do, I wish they tell me what they're doing, you know.
Yeah, I want to move to where they living at. Because right now, me and these critters, boy, they ooh. Damn it, I went out to water my garden late this evening, and I had my flashlight. And as soon as I turned my flashlight, you should have seen the critters scatter. I was like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll wait till tomorrow. I was like, it was skunks and all kinds of stuff over there. And I'm just like, where did all these skunks come from? And we never had this many of them. And it's all babies. I only seen one adult a month ago. Now I'm seeing these babies everywhere. And the killer part about it, there's no grubs over there. You can see where they've been digging and then they move on. But I just went over there and all I could see was little, you know how the eyes reflect light. I just see all these little shiny things over there. I saw one actually run across. And then I seen all these little shiny eyes. I saw all these babies over here. I'm just like, that's all right. I guess I gotta wait.
Don't go out.
I ain't crazy. I ain't trying to crazy.
Well, G Mama Grove says she be watching them in the garden with tank tops and shorts and all this stuff on. Hey, Life at Hands. And she said, well, you know, a lot of that definitely is staged. So yeah, I'm like you, sis. I saw a lot of it, you know, before I really started my channel, but I had been gardening so long till it really didn't throw me the other way around because I saw my grandparents and I helped them, and I had been doing little small gardens, so I knew that was a bunch of crop when I saw it.
Yeah.
But anyway, if it influenced people or help people to get started or growing their own, then that's a great thing.
That's a good thing.
If it helps to influence them.
Right.
But you know, the thing about it is a lot of this stuff has happened to push us towards being self-sufficient.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to raise chickens, but then they turn around and do what they did to the farmers, and the farmers can't grow the corn in the feed like they used to. So the feed goes sky high, cost and demand.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time you raise chickens and get them to the point where you can butcher, eat them, or get eggs from them, you you done bought the eggs, you done bought the chicken. You know what I'm saying? It just that they got us going in a lot of circles, and that's part of our subject for tonight. But first, I want to do my question. And like I said, we're getting off the format tonight. And the question that I wanted to ask is who do you wish, this for the chat also, who do you wish that you could have met and why? And I'm going to go first on this one. I'm going first. Person I wish I could have met was Frida Payne. And I'm going to tell you why. For those of you that are too young to remember the Vietnam War, I want you to go to YouTube and pull up the song that Frida Payne put out, Bring the Boys Home.
Yeah.
Military.
Right. Yeah. And that was the reason that I wish I could have met her. Not only though, she was fine. She was fine, you know.
Well, damn it.
but the thing about it was the song, it was the inspiration of the song. And once you all go back and listen to it, yeah, Em, I know you remember. Go back and listen to it. You'll see what I'm talking about. It really reached down deep inside. And it wasn't just about the guys. It was all about the mothers, the daughters, the wives, the children. It touched everybody. And that is the person I wish I could have met. Somebody
Hey,
said
Casey.
Denzel. Hey,
Emma
Casey.
Brown, how you doing?
Hey.
Now, the only thing I have to say is, does it have to be a person? Does it depend on how they influenced you?
No,
Oh,
it just,
okay.
I just wanted to know. Hey, Ted.
Well, if mine was a gardener, I don't know nothing about it. But she was an actress, and my heartthrob was Natalie Woods.
Did she fall off? Well,
off a boat.
The story about her all. Yeah.
They say
I think
she
he had
did.
something to do with it. I think he had something to do with it.
Yeah, they say she did, you know. But
that's why I stopped myself. I didn't want to say something that, yeah. All right.
I think he had something to do with
it. I wanted to meet my grandfather's father before they came from down south up north. My family was slaves and sharecroppers, and Granny cooked in the big house in the plantation. A lot of my relatives could not read or write. They came up north for a better life, and they say that our maiden name is actually the slave owner's name.
Yes.
So it's hard to trace my lineage for my family. And I am somewhat self-taught because a lot of my family members could not read or write. I had to help them learn how to read or write, including my mom and dad. So
I really saw grandma fell off the boat, her eyeballs. go ahead.
So that's what I would like to meet. I met my grandfather's dad, but I would like to meet how did he come from, where he came from, what's our real family name and his life story. So yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Miss Shirley, because when me and my wife was doing our family tree, and I went back and we were going through some stuff where we did get the slave owner's name. They just wiped our name out, and the thing to it is, I notified the people. They're a little famous, and I notified the people. And straight off the bat, he said, "No, we ain't family. We ain't family." I said, "Man, I don't want nothing from you. I'm doing the family history book. If you want me to put you in there, whatever, just say it. But you and my granddaddy was brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So how you gonna tell me you ain't no kinfolk?"
Well, that's what I was saying. Whether it was a relative or a star or whatever, it just that sometimes, you think about people that you wish you could have met
Mm-hmm.
really in person, and you think about all kinds of different stuff, and it just crossed my mind the other day because when I do a live, the subjects that I talk about is subjects that I have experienced. I don't want to just hear something what somebody said and then try to do a live on it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I try to do my lives from personal experience of some of the stuff that I see or been through, or even what I raise in the garden, or what I see you guys doing. I mean, I don't see where you really helping anybody when you make up stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they can't keep up with it when they do that.
That's how they say. How can you keep up? How can you keep up with a lie?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell that lie every single day for the rest of your life in order to keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
And majority of people can't even remember their lies.
Yeah. And the part of history that you and Jed both spoke on is part of our history that we will probably never now recover.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're hiding so much stuff. Hey, Cassandra. They're hiding so much stuff that they don't even want you to know who lived next door to you anymore. And then you speak to each other every day.
But,
but they said back in the day that the city hall had burnt down, so they said a lot of records were destroyed. So
a lot of city hall was set on fire.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, they burned down. I'm trying not to say allegedly too much. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be serious with you. I do like TikTok. I don't do anything on there. I'm a supporter on TikTok. But one thing that I've noticed, they do a lot of Black history talking on there. And I was surprised about the town I live in. Majority of the stuff majority of this place that I live in was actually stolen from us.
Well, that was happened in a whole lot of situations, Jed. It just wasn't, the town that you live in or the place you live in.
Right.
That happened to so many people, and it's still happening today.
Yes, it is.
That's why I said I wanted to those people that had never heard that song "Bring the Boys Home" is to go listen to it because it's very educational. And believe it or not, that was back during the time when they had the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that was getting drafted wasn't the people with money and influence. It wasn't those people. And you didn't get a deferment just because you had flat feet or corn or bunion on your toe. You know what I'm saying? If your folks didn't have some kind of influence and that money, then you had to serve under the draft.
Yeah.
Well, I know at one time, if you was the only child or the only son, they didn't take.
Well, that was the case. See, I could have done that. I could have done that. I couldn't have done it to stay out of the military, but I could have done that to stay out of any combat zone.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I remember back in them days. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it just it's basically doing the same thing
Hey,
that was
PIG.
done then.
Analytic.
That was done then because it's the poor people that's really suffering now.
Hello, Haley Means.
So it can turn around and come right back.
Right.
Well, somebody had cracked and made a joke. Now they said if they had an enlistment like they had back in 45 or whatever, they said that all the uniforms would be pink now. Pink instead of camouflage.
Well,
I was like,
then
I was told not only did slaves owners name slaves after them, they also name you from the job you did, like butler, field, kitchen, and so on.
that's
Yeah.
true.
mhm.
That's true. That is true. Because you wasn't assigned a number, you just
Official
assigned
Jamil, welcome in.
glad you did, you were just assigned like a whatever position you had.
Grandma Hudson says she received her package.
Yeah, good. I'm glad she did. But that was one of the questions for tonight was if you did, who did you prefer to have met? And somebody said Denzel a while ago. I think that was Miss Norris.
You
Well,
still got a chance to meet Denzel.
Yeah. Well, Miss Norris, it's on the way. If you don't get it in a couple more days, let me know. Please let me know.
Oh, so Stacy's new channel's named Life is Hands. Okay.
Yeah.
Life is
You know,
hands.
because I met the Texas Hands in the Dirt. I met her.
Did you?
Yeah.
I met her at the Crawfish Kickback.
Right.
Okay, that's where I got
Glad
it.
you did, Tag.
Okay.
Yeah, at the Crawfish Kickback, and I thought about Stacy then.
Hey, Healy.
Yeah, when the young lady came up, it did kind of collide for a little bit until she said Texas Hands in the Dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Maya Angelou, yes.
Analytic
And
says she got her
Stacy said
package.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. What's going on? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that song, it worked then and it would work now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what you call people with true talent. You know, they got stuff that was out 30, 25, 15 years ago and still pop.
It's never outdated.
It's relevant
and it's
today.
never,
That's right.
it's never
still
outdated.
pop. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, now we're going to get into the question here. Part 2 of our subject for the night. Prepping and hoarding is 2 different words.
Yeah.
So which are you doing?
Now, Mr. Bam, you're going to have a lot of people on here cussing at you, throwing shoes at you, and everything else now.
Well, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. That's why I'm glad I'm behind the big screen, you know.
I think I do a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because I do prep, and my granddaughter, she'll come over and she said, Graham, why you got half a case of this, that, and the third? And then she'll turn around and say, well, can I have a can of that so I don't have to go to the store? And I'd be like, no, you said I got too much stuff up in here.
Hey,
But
Natural,
I'm a senior on a budget. So when I get a few extra pennies, I stock up on stuff I'm low on. Like I caught a sale on dry beans. I like my 15 different kind of beans. I like my lima and red beans and peas and what have you. And then the other day they had a sale on jasmine rice. I stocked up on that. So when I see certain little things, yeah, I'm a hoard it. I am because I never know because we're in Ohio where we get snowstorms and ice storms where our
Yeah.
electricity might be off for anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. And the only thing that saves a lot of us is the snow because we could take everything out the freezer and stick it in a pile of snow and it'll be just as hard in those piles of snow than it will in the freezer when your electricity go out. But most of us in Ohio have gas. So we don't worry about heating your house or cooking because if you turn your stove on before the lights and stuff go out, you can boil water, you can cook, you can do a lot of things. So yeah, there's certain things I'm going to hoard. And even though the big C not around just yet, it's starting back up again.
yeah.
I'll start stocking up on paper towels and toilet paper and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, I do a little bit of both. I prep and I hoard because in the end, I had been caught up in this house for like during the pandemic. I was stuck up in this house and I was able to live just as comfortable as I wanted to be because I had everything I needed. So by the time I ran low, I was able to get out and do things again. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do a little bit of both.
Well, it's sort of like Stacy and Tag both said is Stacy said that prepper could become a hoarder, and
Yeah.
Tag said that we probably do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause,
And
a lot. Go ahead.
and you probably are right. But Miss Mean said that rotate as you prep. She said she's good.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about it. Miss Norris says she's a thinker and a prepper. Okay.
Okay.
But most times about it is people don't use what they got.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That instead of pulling it to the
Yeah.
front, they buy stuff and they just put it right back in, So I guess in a way like you're saying, we all do a little bit of hoarding.
Hoarding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
But the thing about getting ready, if you're just getting ready, then you're too late anyway.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's already done hit the fan,
Right.
It's already
Yeah.
hit the fan. Now, if you go to the store, like you said, you better have a little spare cash that you
Yeah.
can spend
Mhm.
because things are out of sight now. I mean, it used to be you can get a can of pork and beans for what, 45 cents, 50
You
cents?
went back too far. You went back too far.
Well, it wasn't too long ago. You could go and get, you can go get 10 cans
Yeah.
of
Okay.
pork and
You could
beans.
get four for $1. You could get four for $1 at one time.
There
You
you
know,
Yeah.
go. There you go.
you can't do
But,
that now.
but now they're $1 something a piece just
Yeah.
for a can of pork and
Mhm.
beans.
And they ain't even the good ones.
45
Yeah.
cents on sale.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's right.
And you know what, Bama, what
Right.
tripped me out is the other day. Well, my play grandson took me to Wally World today, and I got like 4 cases of water. I try to keep water stocked to a certain. I already had 2 cases here at the house, but he got 4 more. I get him like every other Sunday because he can carry up all these stairs, the stuff I can't. Like he
Right.
just like ground open up the door, and move out the way. He'll bring up, if I buy a watermelon or whatever, the juice and milk and stuff. He said, just go upstairs.
You
And
right
then
about
bring
that, hand.
everything up. So I really enjoy him helping me out. He will take the time out of his day to come see what I need. And I had a bag of, a basket full of clothes. I had washed 2 loads of clothes, fold them up, put them in the basket. Then I was like, with this cane, I can't carry this basket of clothes upstairs. So when he came in, I said, before I forget and get started, can you bring them basket of clothes that's on top of the dryer upstairs? He did that first, and then he brought all the water and the other groceries and stuff in. And I was like, thank you. And I was just like, I bake a cake for him. He brought my cake pan back, or I try to give him money for gas. And so he just like, I do this because I love you. And he
Mhm.
kissed me, and
And that's a good
then he
reason.
came back, and then he said, it's hot in this hallway. He's like, do you have enough air conditioner? I said, I got an air conditioner in the living room. I said, sometimes I sleep in there because it's cool. He said, I'm bringing you an air conditioner to put in your bedroom because the one in the bedroom went out just all of a sudden. So now he's bringing me an air conditioner to put in my bedroom. So um, I feel like I've been blessed, and the
Oh
right
yeah,
people have
most
been
definitely.
Yeah.
in my
Most-
pathway, and I love that they do it because they love me.
Right.
I do.
Oh yeah, that's most definitely a blessing. But
Yes,
Hans
indeed.
said that he don't have to worry about the meat because his neighbor got goats. I wonder who he
Yeah.
talking about,
Yeah.
Dad.
No.
Oh,
Life with
that's
hands.
like
He just moved, and his neighbor got goats and stuff. They ain't supposed to have all that stuff, but his neighbor got goats.
Yeah, I
Whatever.
don't think that's what he
he
talking about.
showed us.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
That's what he's talking about.
he went to
That's
the
Okay.
what he's talking
bushes,
about.
and you can
He
actually
said he ain't gonna
see a couple
starve.
of them.
But
Yeah, you can hear,
I'm,
you can
I'm
hear
not.
and see him.
I used to say I was not a prepper. I said I was not a prepper, and I always say I was a preparer because I always try to make sure I'm good for at least 2 to 3 weeks out. So I said I was a preparer, not a prepper. But then after the way things going, yeah, I think I am a prepper and a hoarder also. Because my wife, you got too much beef stuff right there in the kitchen. So to be truthful, I think I do kind of hoard because the metal shed I had is
Mhm.
too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter, regardless whether you got an AC in the window or not. It's still hot in there. That's nothing but pure metal. So
Hey, CC.
yeah, I'm pretty much of a hoarder and a prepper now, basically.
ACC. Yeah.
Well, I think we all are uh, part-time hoarders. We all are because you might
Basically.
better be full-time hoarders because as Sister Shirley was saying, with this thing cranking back up, you got more people getting sick with it now, and
Yeah.
it never really have left, really. But people was more cautious. But once you get back out there and people get open again, then they start spreading again.
Hmm.
So you might better start hoarding because
You,
that would just be a
You see
time
what
that
CC say is
yeah,
uh,
yeah. She called me a hoarder, a tree hoarder.
a tree
But
hoarder.
let me I think I saw somebody video and they were saying, do you remember growing up and stuff? We used to have fruit trees in our yards and everything, but now everybody wants a lawn. They want a nice, beautiful lawn.
Yeah.
And it made me think real hard. I said, you know what? I said, some of them trees I got out there are going right in my front yard. Uh, I could still have a nice lawn, but some of them fruit trees are going in my front yard.
me too, Stacy. Yeah.
But it's funny that we grew up with all these fruit trees. We grew up with neighbors who had peach trees and apple trees and cherry trees. And
Yes.
then when these people start buying our houses and stuff, that's the first thing they do is cut them trees down. They don't understand that the money that they cut down, they be like, I don't want all them bugs attracted to the yard, and and I don't want all that fruit on the ground and this, that, and the third. But you'll go to the supermarket and pay $20 a pound for the same fruit that you just cut the
Yeah,
tree down and go back.
yeah.
I don't get it.
My thing is, I would rather have fruit in my yard if I ain't got no food in the house. You can live off fruit as well. You don't have to have meat. You don't have to have cereal and milk and all this other stuff. As long as you got some food to put in your body, you'll survive.
Well, Ernie said he goes shopping once a month, and he
And
buying
then buying
books.
both. And that's I like going to like Costco and stuff because as a single person, I can buy those big family economy size packs of paper towels and toilet paper and soap powder and all this other stuff. And I don't have to buy it for another 3 to 6 months because it's just me. So
Mhm.
I like buying in bulk, like not unless I go with my sister and she's like, I ain't paying that much. I said, well, let's buy one and then split it in half. You take
Right.
half of the bundle, I take the other half, because she's single too. So I was like, we can make this work now. I was like, just don't drive all the way out here for nothing. We can stock up on all kinds of good stuff.
See, you're gonna starve.
She's
Yeah.
looking for Captain Crunch
She's
tree.
looking for a Captain Crunch tree.
Well, just like you said, sis, you really it's hard to find fruit trees in people's yards anymore because now
Yeah,
I'm not talking about in this one, but used to be when we was much younger and smaller that you go through the neighborhood and everybody had some type of fruit tree in the yard, some type.
Right, right.
But then, like Jed said, everybody wanted these pretty yards.
Hmm.
But
yeah.
now everybody wants to cut it up, ply it up, and turn it into a garden. So, you know, that part, I just don't understand why you want to grow grass and you can't eat grass.
No.
Only as a very last resort.
Yeah, I get ready
The
to say
very last
maybe, maybe some people do. You know what I'm saying?
resort.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's one of I saw that one of these people in the chat sent me that video, and I thought about it hard and long. I said I'm gonna put some fruit trees in my front yard, my backyard, around the house, and everything. I had a talk with my grandson. I said I do this stuff for y'all because
Yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna be like when I'm gone. But you will always have a roof over your head and you will have something to eat. If you don't have no food from the store, you will be able to live on fruit.
Did you see what
what is
Nikki
it?
said? She said looking for Gulf shrimp seeds.
That's a special kind of seed, Nikki.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see that
Yeah.
statement that, yeah, right there.
Who's that? Haley means
Yeah.
I go to Costco Business Center. It's better than Costco warehouse for several things, including meat, frozen produce, beverage, a shop. Both depends on what we need at home.
Yeah,
Well, there's a difference in them. I mean, they got a business and they got a warehouse or what?
I never heard of
I've
that
heard
one before.
there's a difference. Yeah. I guess according on what state you live in.
Yeah, I never heard of the Costco Business Center before. I never heard of that one.
I haven't either.
Well,
Okay.
like I said, it must be the location you in.
Right.
Because I don't know if they got a warehouse here or
You,
not.
you,
But
you know,
everybody just go to what you call.
yeah, Costco. But I told my wife and my grandson, I said, you know what? Y'all waste food. I said, that's why I'm glad I got a dog again, because y'all waste food. Sometimes they act like they can't eat leftovers. And food just go to waste.
I love leftovers. I think leftovers taste better than the first day you fix it.
Now, I always ate leftovers. I just don't eat it now. But I tell them, y'all waste food. Y'all can eat food 2 and 3 days. After the third day, let it go. The dog can take care of it then.
Yeah.
Or the chickens or the goats. You can always do something with that food other than throw it away.
Ah, okay. Now she said the business center is like a bulk buying for businesses and restaurants, but
Okay.
but any Costco member can shop there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
My business ain't up and running yet, Miss Haley.
I understand what you mean now. Then I understand because
Yeah.
I think the way it is set up here is one end of it is for people that's got these stores and businesses and stuff.
Right.
Other the regular shoppers goes in the other doors. So I guess you could just go on down. I don't know.
Yeah, we got Dean Supply.
Hey, welcome
that
in.
sells to restaurants, and the public can go in there and shop. So you can get bulk and spices, and I like the bigger things of spice. They last a lot longer if you run low on spice here. Like I got a whole cabinet, nothing but big cans of spices. I can't handle them little short things. Some little things don't last long, and by the time you end up spending money on there, you could have got a big one and that lasts a lot longer. So yeah.
Nikki say you go hungry in her house if you don't eat leftovers.
So you can go hungry, you'll starve to death.
But there is a leftover pinto beans. Now, man, that's the death.
Uh-huh.
That's when they're really good.
Yes.
That's when they're really good. And cook you a big old pound of cornbread.
Hey.
We used to fight over the ham bone. Who's gonna take the ham bone at the end of the day? It's like, like I want to put this in some greens, or somebody said I want to put this in some beans. We actually fight over the ham. When we used to have family dinners and mom made a ham, we would actually fight over the ham bone because you could take it home and cook it down and throw whatever you want in that pot.
Sansa says she's a lightweight hoarder.
If you're a hoarder, ain't nothing organized about that.
How can you be a hoarder and organized at the same time?
That's it.
And a lightweight at that. You know what I mean?
I've got an aunt. She was both of my aunts, both of them are hoarders. But this other one, you walk in her house, you got one little. I'm wide. I'm about 2 inch. I'm about 2.5 feet wide, but she got a 2-inch space right there. You got to turn to your side, walk, go in the kitchen, go to the bathroom. You got stuff here back from 1969.
Sansa say her things are in bins, Miss Shirley.
Yeah, I understand what she's saying. Yeah. Actually, I saw being set up on the internet where it has like 4, 8, 12, shelves where you could slide your pins in and out. These little thing. I was like, see, I need one of those. I was like, I would have one for my seeds, one for my gloves.
Hey, Sunshine, welcome in, sis.
Hey, cousin.
I had already visualized, labeled everything. I understand what you're saying.
Now, my youngest aunt in New York, now her basement, I love the way that is set up. And I tell her, I said, okay, she's a semi-hoarder, but everything is in order. So I said, okay, when all the stuff that you buy, go to the back side and put it in. You take the stuff from the front, but always put it in from the back. She's doing pretty good with that.
But a lot of people, well, I won't say a lot of people, but some people, they take the oldest stuff that they haven't used in, let's say, 4 or 5 months, because canned goods can last you up to a year. But they take those old ones and even donate them.
Yeah.
to a food pantry or something like that. If they're not
No,
going to eat it, if they're not going to do anything with it.
I can't do no donating like that right now. No.
Well, I don't think too many people can donate like that right now,
Yeah,
Jay.
that's true. That's true.
I
I've
think
got a can. I got a can of lunch meat in here, military, that I done had in here for over 20 some years.
yeah, well, that's that sea ration probably.
No, this the big long
Oh,
green
okay,
can.
okay,
I had that fella for 20 some years now.
okay.
Now, do you have anything in Mylar bags
Just the
or 5 gallon
MREs.
buckets?
Just the MREs I got in
Okay.
there.
Okay. Well, but see, that's all military though. See, the rest of us don't know about that stuff and how to get a touch out. I do because my dad used to be, he was a sergeant in the army. So we used to go with him to the PX when he went to get his liquor. So I seen what they have, in the stores and stuff. But not everybody is hip to that though, Jigs. So
Well, this is civilian MREs that I have due to the storm last year. Uh, back in November when we had that big storm, I said I got to load up. I got to load up. I need these to be in one spot, and we got this food right here. And my wife, I had to get her straight. Her friend was walking out the house with a big. I said, "What you doing with the MREs?" Oh, I just gave one box. I said, "Don't you give nobody else no more."
And you expect for us to believe you said it just like that. You
I
hear him
sure
say,
did. I sure did.
yeah.
Jigs, 20 years. Are you scared to open that or what?
No, it's just that it was something that I put up. It was from the military, and I just put it up, and I said, I'm going to save it to when we really need it. And the seal has never been busted anything. So whenever I open it, I find out.
Okay.
I really, truly would honestly like to know what is the life expectancy of a canned good anyway?
You know what? The cans have changed. The material and the cans have changed because remember they used to be lead and it was poisonous, and then they
Right.
had to change the formula for cans. So the cans that they got out now, they so thin. All you got to do is drop them, and they leaking or they're crushed or whatever. So the material is so thin now. I don't think the expectancy of our canned goods is half as long as what they used to be.
Well, I got this one back in 90. I think I got this in 93. No. I got it in 96. And I had it ever since.
But you heard say until it smell bad.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't smelling yet. I still got a thing of pickled eggs I canned up just before the Big C, and that's still sitting up in there.
Well, that vinegar will keep them eggs. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the lime wash. Yeah, my grandmother used to do all of that because she didn't have a canner, but she knew how to hot water bath everything. And all
Yeah.
she didn't hot water bath, she knew how to pickle. So we had pickled eggs and pickled okra, pickled beets, pickled pig feet. We had pickled everything. It was all good.
Aaron, you're absolutely correct. I was out cutting grass yesterday, and I had some old deers just stop and look at me. Said, "Why are you cutting the grass?" And boy, my hand was on I had my hand on my pocket. I couldn't do it. I wanted to do it, but I couldn't do it.
Ernie, it would be all right if I could get to my garden, but I don't have a pew pew and all this other stuff. But I have Jurassic Park in my yard. I got deer and groundhogs and raccoons and possums and red fox and all kinds of stuff over there. So I let them have the nighttime and let them get what they need, and then daytime I go over there and check all the damage and see what I can do, and then I move on. I mean, I'm outnumbered.
I don't think so, Sassy. I don't think so.
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit outnumbered myself, sis, because my critters don't come out until late at night. You know, you could hear the dogs bark and stuff. And
Yeah.
but other than that,
I'm gonna get one, Stacy. I'm gonna get one.
you go out there during the day and nothing going on. But if you happen to spot one, it's at a distance. But you can tell right away when you get inside the garden that you had some visitors, you know.
Well, you know, deer always leave a deposit. They don't never come in your garden without leaving a deposit.
Well,
So.
well, they
My
say we want
problem,
to
my problem is not the deer. My problem is definitely not the deer because I haven't had one to go inside that fence since I put it there. My problem is the little rascals, the big rascals that can go under and get into the
groundhogs.
garden.
What? Like tree rats? But Bama, you had a video of what was that? A mama bear and her cubs one day
Yeah.
up in the tree, didn't you?
Yeah, and she had 3 cubs, and that's something that is sort of
Hey,
rare.
Sister Masoy,
Normally
welcome.
they have 1 to 2, but she had 3 cubs. But
Hey,
you don't
Mona.
have to worry. You don't have to worry about them eating your veggies. You don't have to worry about that.
But I guarantee you, bear meat tastes good too.
Well, you know the thing about
Well,
it is it's not the season. And
Right.
my grandpa really instilled it into our hearts that you don't eat nothing or do nothing to nothing out of season.
Right.
And he was real firm on that. Hey, Mona.
That's what they tell you. You don't eat no squirrel during the summer. You eat it when it's cold out. You don't eat it during the summer. But now, if it's been in the freezer,
Oh
you
yeah,
have that.
oh yeah, that's different. That's different.
Cassandra. I
But
never heard of that. So why not?
well, the thing about it, my grandfather always felt that the mother had young ones during certain time of the year, and then not only that is they pick up fleas and ticks
And worms.
and worms during the hot part of the year.
Right.
That's even when we were rabbit hunting. You didn't want to rabbit hunt when the weather started getting warm because they would have these wolves. They call them stuck into their hive. It was like a skin tag, but it was a worm, big worm.
Yeah.
Okay. Never
But-
heard of that. Thank you
Well,
for that.
that's why when it comes to garden, we're supposed to eat what's in that season. But we don't do that. We eat everything all year round, but we're supposed to eat by the seasons.
Okay.
Mhm. Ernest said the best time to eat, best time to hunt is when you're hungry.
True that.
I agree with you, Ernie, on that, but it was just the thing that was instilled into me
Right.
that I was taught.
Well, that is absolutely correct. But because if you're hungry, you ain't gonna care about no worms or nothing else. Your main goal is to put some food in your body.
True this. And this is the reason that we sort of want to touch up on this prepping and hoarding thing because we gonna need to really get ready, people. I mean, get real fast, like, because we're already behind.
That's a fact.
We're already behind because
But you know, we not only do that now, I mean, just with food and stuff, we do it with everything.
yeah,
I
what
mean,
you
like when you go shopping, when we go to the secondhand store, I'm looking for sweaters and hoodies. I'm looking for, to layer to keep me warm. Like right now, I have a t-shirt on. I would keep this t-shirt on and put a hoodie over and then a blanket or whatever, because you don't want to turn your heat on too early. You want to be comfortable and cozy all at the same time. You might want to get a new set of comforters and the heavy down ones. Like I had this blanket here. I got this at the secondhand store for $5. This thing is huge and it's heavy. My girlfriend gave me a weighted blanket. She said it helped with your anxiety if you're having issues or whatever. I got wool blankets from a military secondhand store. So when I guess it's according on the region that you live in, makes a difference on how you hoard and what you hoard.
Right.
Like people who are like in California or Florida that very seldom has winters or extreme cold temperatures. They're not looking for down coats and boots and wool hats and what have you. So everybody's territory is different on what they hoard, because you supposed to, when you hoard, actually, it's not supposed to be just everything. It's supposed to be things that you actually need. But
Right.
some people have changed that into hoarding, where it's a mental state of mind where they can't throw anything away, where they're attached to every single thing they're touched. So there's different levels of hoarding. We can hoard in such a way that is what we hoard is a necessity and it's something that we can use. Whereas someone who doesn't see it the same way, they feel like, no, I need this. I might not need it right now, but I'm going to need this. No, when we buy stuff, we have this mindset of it's going to be used and it's going to disappear. It's not going to just keep stacking, and you're stacking other stuff on tops where people have stuff all the way to the ceiling and you can't even get through the door. So it's different levels and mindsets when it comes to hoarding. But I understand the degree that you're talking about in regards to being gardeners and preppers. So I understand the fine line there between prepping and hoarding.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing of it is you're so right there, because, I'm trying to get this so I can put it into perspective, because when you do prep, let's just say prep, you got to do more than just food, because you got your meds. You need first aid kits.
Yes.
You need aspirins. You need vitamins. You need a stock of your medication.
Right.
You need to at least have 30 days of it or more. Good night, Emma. 30 days or more of it.
I want to show you something. They had a sale. You buy one, get two free.
They're trying to get rid of it.
So I got calcium, zinc, and magnesium. Stuff that I know as a mature woman that I do not produce enough of. And I try to help get my energy up. So when I go to like our drugstores and stuff, when they got overstock, I catch them just in the nick of time. And like I said, I buy one and I get two free. So I understand when you're saying medication and even simple things like lotion and shampoo and stuff. You got to keep your body clean. You got to keep everything else in tune and intact and close and by hand too.
Yeah. One of the things that you mentioned, the pills and stuff. Now, I stopped taking all them pills and everything, but them hydrocodone and all that other stuff, I got stacks of it. And I just keep it for emergency purpose when you need some relief real quick. But other than that, I don't take that stuff.
But
I'm not on any medication.
No, that's what I'm saying. I got it for emergency purposes only.
Yeah.
Well, the thing of it is don't forget while we out there scrapping the food up and getting the food ready, and the other necessity that you need a first aid kit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a couple of those.
I got 2 in the room and 1 in the car.
That's good. That is so good.
Put them in your go bag.
Yeah, it's in my go
Hey,
bag.
pretty girl.
And thanks to my mom, since she was a nurse, I had
Thanks
me
for
a
the
big
love.
old big container I used to keep in the back of the truck because I was always working in the yard. I just kept it in the truck. I said anything happened to me, I wrap myself up and then go to the hospital.
Well, that's a good thing because, like I said, we don't really know what's really coming
Right.
because there's so much junk and stuff out there that it's just a difficult situation for all of us.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why you are here now because we have to encourage each other. Hey, don't fall behind the eight ball.
Yeah.
Stay in front of
That's
the eight
right.
ball. Hey, prep, get something done before you become behind the eight ball, and you ain't nobody gonna be trying to help you.
So
And go
true.
back to old school. Get you if you got to get you a little notebook like this to keep up with and write your notes and stuff down. Do inventory. See what you low on, what you need to stock up on. Don't keep buying the same thing over and over again, and then you got an overabundance here and a shortage of something over there. So it's just like you rotate your stock from the old to the new. Well, you need to take inventory on what you low on. Are you low on salt? Are you low on sugar? Are you low on beans? Are you low on rice? I mean, kind of keep up with stuff because you'll be like, oh, I got 90 bags of rice, okay? And I don't have but one bag of beans. You try to get stuff like I stock up on like oatmeal and grits and cream of wheat, stuff like that. And you could take one of those uh the sealers where you can put it inside of
Mhm.
there and then
Vacuum,
seal it
vacuum.
up and you
Vacuum seal it.
in
Yeah.
there. Yeah, vacuum sealer. Yeah. And use that. So you're not trying to use the whole box, but you can make little packets and you can drop those in boiling water, and cook your meal or whatever for you or your children or however it takes. It just takes a little planning and a little organizing, and you'd be surprised how well and how comfortable you could be if you just sit down for 5 minutes and say, I need this, and this, and then I'm good. And it takes a lot of stress off of you, when
Mhm.
you don't have to worry about this, that, and the third. So people don't understand all of this is connected with your mind and your body. When you stressed out, your body will start acting crazy. Just like
That's
they said,
right.
strokes and heart attacks from stress, it was the number one killer for a long time. When people learn how to bring it down,
Yep,
then they can function and then they can get what they need done. And
yep.
and now they got all these psychiatrists that you can go online and tell them your problems and your issues. You know, it's just
That's what
crazy how the
our
world is now.
that's what our uh, minister preached about today was that stress
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
And you're so right. You're so right. That's why I say you guys hear me say all the time, I'm not dealing with no stress, which I'm not.
Right.
It just it's too easy for you to get out here and worry yourself to death about somebody else,
That's a fact.
stress yourself out, and you need to be
Yeah.
taking care of me yourself. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But in the event that, like you said, sis, is that people get too much of a certain thing, maybe perhaps you know somebody where you can trade with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overabundance does give you a chance to barter.
Yeah, that you can trade with, swap it off with somebody else. If those people that got a lot of it hadn't thought about that, try it. Try it,
Uh,
really.
Ernie, you
I'm
absolutely
bartering with a
correct.
young lady. I'm bartering with a young lady down the street right now. She came over. She helped me pull weeds in the big garden, and we laid landscaper cloth out. She'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. We're gonna do the other side. I borrowed a friend's weed eater to kind of clean out the area so we can lay down some more. I'm getting so much done now, and with her, she wanted. I gave her some lemongrass, some lemon balm, and she liked some hot peppers. And then I turned her on to the ground cherries, and she's in love with the ground cherries now. So I'm bartering her with veggies out the yard and stuff for the work she's helping me with that I can't bend down and do. She got down with the hammer and she hit them garden stakes down to tack down the landscaper cloth. So I was like, the guy said it was too much work, and she said she loved to do it. I was like, thank you, Jehovah. Bingo, I got one. And we've been working. We've been working this, so I can't wait till tomorrow morning when she comes back. So
I know you're
I'm
right.
yeah.
I know you're right. But the thing about it is, like Miss Norris said, is you also learn some skills for survival.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's been quite a few people has been having these shows and videos about prepping, getting ready, and a lot of people didn't listen. A lot of people did not listen. So now that they hit the fan, then everybody panicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's running up their stress levels. So the thing about it is, one thing you can do now is just pray about it and go ahead and do what you can to get yourself ready now.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because stressing about it ain't going to do it.
But it's crazy that people don't think it can happen again. That's what kills me. Like the big C ain't went nowhere. It's still around. It's starting to pop back up now. I got a couple of friends right now in isolation because they have it.
Yes.
So what makes them? It's not like it's a common cold where you got it for a couple of days and then you good. No, it don't work like that, and they don't get it. And now that the weather's changing, it's the numbers is going to start going back up again, and they still don't get it that it's still around.
Yes, it is.
But the thing about it is, I want to say it and I don't want to say it, but it's this big C thing is something that some people don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they making money.
If you can catch my drift.
Yeah. Yes.
And not only that is the population is another thing that they are thinning out. So, people, we got to be strong, and we got to look out for those that are less fortunate, because I don't care what you say or which way you feel about it. Whatever you do is going to come back around. It's going to come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might not be on you, but you forget you got children and grandchildren. So it's going to come back. So let's do what we got to do, and let's try to really protect each other.
That's it.
And let's try to help take care of each other. And so we're gonna do a quick garden giveaway. Hey, GT.
That's one of the things we do. As long as we keep rotating and keep telling folks, we're helping them. Some are listening, some ain't. But the point to it is, if we keep telling them long enough, it'll get in their head.
Well, not only will it get in their heads, if it stop getting in their stomachs, they're gonna really start listening.
Yeah. What's up, GT?
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this little garden giveaway. You know what I always do. And we're going to do this thing between, between 100 and 200.
You can now start.
You can
Start.
start
I
now.
see Jigs. Okay, I see. GT, be careful out there driving. Keep your eyes on the road. Hey, Case at 55. I didn't see you.
Now between 100, hold, that is.
Stop.
All right. With
Yeah,
that,
already. Jamil, 111.
111.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, Jamia got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
You
Jamil got it.
almost made it.
Jamia, you got it. I think this might have been the
What?
shortest county ever had.
They keep getting shorter and shorter. Yeah.
Yeah, they done got hip to me. I'm about to throw one of my little tricks back.
Gotta change up your game plan. Yeah. Congratulations, official Jamia.
Okay, Jamil, send me some info now. That's what I need.
Me too, sure. I didn't even get one number in. As soon as I got ready to hit the buttons, he was like, stop.
Well, that one kind of surprised me too, but I
Well, they
figured
did
that
me
was
the same way Thursday night.
Yeah, I figured that would run for a minute, But anyway, people, I'm getting ready to get out of here. So Tuesday night at 7:00, Tuesday evening at 7:00, we're going down to Florida way. So we want you to come on and go with us.
All right.
So join us Tuesday evening at 7:00, and for the roll call. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just tell you, like we always tell you, that I love you, and there ain't a thing you can do about it.
But love them back.
Love it back just a little bit.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Hit that button again, bro. Hit that button again.
Yeah, they're changing up on.
Oh, he kicked himself out.
Hey, he kicked himself out, but we still on.
Out.
Come back, Mr. Bennett. Come back. It's just gonna keep. Let me get my car.
And Mike said, "Oh no, oh, it's still running."
Right.
Oh, Mike saying, "Go back, go back, Mr. Bamman." Oh, that's funny. Gee, you should see my shirt where it says Mom, Grandma, and Great Grandma. Love my shirt. Mike Jigs is calling him now. Good night, Healy. Hey, the Athletic Gardner. Did he pick up the phone, Jigs? I feel naked without lipstick on. I gotta put a tube on leave up here. Yep, LGG's on the job. Good night, dear. Did he pick up Jigs? Good night, experience. The experience was sassy. Did he pick up Jigs?
Yeah, he picked up. He trying to get back on. The computer moving a little slow. But everybody, hey, Well, we might as well keep it going. We'll keep it going till they come back.
Yeah. Everybody's saying goodnight to us.
So
Ernie says
y'all
he's gone
leaving
to bed.
already? Y'all leaving already?
Yeah.
But I like this. I fall in the category as an OG, and ain't nothing y'all can do about it.
Mm-hmm. How about that? We're
Hey,
gonna be OGs from now till we
what
older
we want to
OGs.
talk about. What you want to talk about, LGG?
Wait a minute.
When we
What
went
my
to,
tree doing?
who you talking to?
It's you.
Oh, Miss Shirley is green, and that's it. Ain't got Miss Shirley ain't got no fruit on her. She got
What?
4 crutches. She got 4 crutches and no fruit.
I was finna say last time I said you was propping me up.
Yeah, yeah. Your grandbaby. Thank you very much, Mike. Yeah, that's what we went. Me and the family went to the grandbaby, the second oldest. Well, there's only 2 grand girls. The youngest one, we went to her birthday party today, and it felt a little strange. I was the oldest person up in there.
Well, my great grandbaby just turned 2,
She
and
turned
I
2.
spent she turned 2 years old, and I spent the weekend with my granddaughter and her husband last weekend. I was there the whole weekend, and the baby, she like crawling up in the bed with me, and my granddaughter, she said they went out, and so she texted me. She said, "Is the baby asleep?" I was like, "Yes," and she said, "Is she in her bed?" I was like, "No," and she's like, "Graham, put her in her own bed."
Graham
And
like
the
holding the
bed,
baby too. Graham like holding the
yeah,
baby too.
and she loved it, and she know I'm Nana now. When she came in, her dad came in to get her, and she was in my arms. She said, "Daddy." And I was like, yes. She said, Nana. I was like, yes. She said, Daddy. I was like, yes. She said, Nana. I was like, yes. And she said, I love you. And I just like, oh. And
Yeah.
my
We're still here, Sassy. We're
yeah.
waiting for Mr. Bammett computer to catch back up. He'll be back. Wonderful time with the grands and great grand.
And great
Yeah.
grands. Yeah.
I don't have any. Let me see. I don't have any great grands yet. I just got grands.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta show y'all this picture for her. For her birthday, somebody gave her an outfit as a doctor.
Duh.
And check this out, y'all.
Okay.
She got the whole outfit.
Hey.
Got the little stethoscope around her neck, and it's got a red cross on the side of the cap and stuff. So,
How many? I got 6 grandchildren, 2 girls and 4 boys. You see the oldest. When you see the one be messing with me while I'm doing video, that's the oldest one. The oldest one lives here. You go, princess.
That's Nana's baby.
Now you lost all that weight. You be around to get grand. And I lost the weight so I could stay around to that 113, Mike. I want to be like my great grandfather. I don't want to be like my dad. I want to be like my great grandfather. My dad left at 82. I want to be 113.
Laying up in the bed. He's laying up in the bed.
She enjoying every bit of it. She enjoying every bit of it.
I got her spoiled. Oh, I love it. When she jumps up and put her little arms around my neck and she put her hands on my face like this, and she kisses me.
We talking about grandchildren now, Mr. Bammett.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna try it again, Mr. Bammett.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if I can close it out now then.
Look at the right hand corner. You see the thing up there? Right hand corner.